Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace. Okay, in this one I'm going to talk more about Annie, the woman who spent my whole entire lifetime trying to ruin every attachment I had to any person, starting from childhood when I was born. Apparently, I'm guessing that she was told when she was old enough. She was only a year and 2 months older than I. That she was told that I ruined her whole childhood. I ruined everything for her because I was born. You know, I had heard that, as I said in the last video. If it uploaded right, I've been having issues uploading videos this is in the 3rd week. But anyway, so I never, when I really thought about it this morning, I woke up really thinking about this. I've thought about it before, but I never, except for with very few, so I'm not going to say totally never, but had really close attachments, secure attachments with anybody because of Annie. Annie was smear campaigning. You know, smear campaigns are not just for politicians. You know, smearing my good name kind of thing behind my back. I had no clue. I didn't live there after I turned 18. I got the heck out of Dodge, and I went back a few times, but Annie made sure I was miserable there, that anybody she knew that I would know, you know, as I learned over the years, as I've said in these videos, she made sure that they thought ill of me. And that she was always my victim, and I was actually told that by, like I've said it, like my mother said it one way, my dad flat out said it, that, you know, she was playing the victim when she was the one doing it to me, and making people really hate me, really. I mean, seriously. As I said in that last video about the guns, her ex-husband now, but he's been ex for a long time. Telling him, and then he would carry a gun at any family get together, and I do remember him staring at me, like watching me. Crazy, and that type, I call him a narcissistic histrionic blend of behaviors. I'm not diagnosing anyone, but these are common to me. I don't understand why more people don't at least tell me that they have seen this combination. But you know how that it goes. They say that something that's from your childhood, you know, like in a dysfunctional family or environment or whatever it is, you experience that, and you're the one that's the target. You're going to see it. It's not, and I don't blame any victim. I don't say you attract them, but they're attracted. I can't even say they're attracted to you. These are types who will try it with anybody. Okay, try to find a victim in anybody. I don't care who you are. That's my view. And like I said in my description below this video on YouTube, I could be wrong, but that's how I've seen it. This is what I have seen in my 57 years. But to me, they are very prevalent. They are especially the histrionic side. When, you know, some people might think, oh, they're just, you know, this and just that. No, they can be evil. They can be extremely abusive, and you know that abuse is not just physical. They can be extremely, because they have to have that attention. They want all that attention, and these are the backstabbers. These are the mean girls. These are the, you know, ones who are going to whatever it takes to get what they want. Now it's not a one size fits all, and they have different, you know, levels of it. Some go to an extreme, some go to almost an extreme. You know, something like this. But, oh my goodness, you know, I've seen them. It's not just female. I think many people think it's just females. No, it's not just females. Okay, but back to this. You know, this about, you know, her ensuring that I don't even have attachments. Now, where that is now is like a 7 to 8 hour drive, and I have no reason. She doesn't even live there anymore. But Mary, the friend I've mentioned in these videos, she does. That would be the only reason I would have to go there. And she actually told me one time when I didn't even say I was going there that she doesn't hang out anymore with people. She's a homebody. she doesn't really get together with people. Yeah, that's definitely Annie's doing, because that was just not Mary's way of being. Okay, and it all stood out, and everything. Anytime I went there, it all stood out. And but like I said, I never really have had many secure attachments because of Annie. And the ones that I do remember was my, we call him Papa, my mother's dad, my maternal grandfather. And but he wasn't one to say it. He was the one to show it, and that's how I am. I don't go around telling people I love you, I care about you, I this or that, There are times I've said that, but usually I just show it in my actions. And those do speak louder than words. And they should. We should notice those. Words can have some meaning, but what they actually do, how they do it, people. And that was one. And it's not like I said, these aren't people who just go and say it all the time. And if at all. And another one was Adam's. These are both deceased. Passed away many years ago for my grandfather. Now the other one is Adam's dad. He's passed too. I never had any negative feelings about him at all. He never gave me any reason to feel anything negative, and he didn't seem to think there was anything negative about me. So, both ways. And he was always kind to me. His mother was a different story. And the rest of his family. Yeah, and that leads me to this. I did a whole bunch of videos, when was it, 2-3 years ago? I don't know. About his family. When one of them, Tara, the Terror, came to visit. That's what I nicknamed her. Tara. But she, oh boy. And what I'm used to is that this kind of person, they will... And again, the backstabbing, the smear campaign behind your back, you have no clue. Some of them do it right to your face. They don't care. They'll jump before you can say, what the, But they will take any attachment you have with somebody else, and they will put so much doubt into it. They will just, they just infect that other person. And we cannot blame that other person. I notice a lot of people want to blame the people who believe them. Remember, these are master manipulators. Weren't we at some point perhaps fooled by them? We may have figured it out early on. I mean, at this point in my life, and before even now, I kind of like look at somebody and there's something that, hits me. But not always. Okay, that says that, this person's wrong. This person's not good. I'm better at it now, of course, after I've done so much work to think it through, that I can tell, usually. Not always. Not always. And these days, with the pandemic and all, today is August 4th, 2020. It's 10:11 a.m. I'm reading this from my console, not console, whatever that's called. My radio. But yeah, and I could still be, these are master manipulators. That's what I'm saying. We cannot blame the people who believe them. Now, when it turns into that they are flying monkeys, like they call them these days, think Mean Girls and the ones that protect them, think Wizard of Oz, flying monkeys. That's questionable. But at the same time, if you are a person who is raised to feel loyalty to your friends, to your family, to your, whatever, maybe not so unusual. But the ferociousness some of them come at you with, there are limits, And plus, if you have something against somebody else, why do you believe the person that is telling you? Go straight to the horse's mouth, or see for yourself. Talk to them, make your own decisions. But this is all part of it. Seriously. Okay. Now, with these thoughts, I'm telling the story about them, but there's something else that had come up. last night, or yesterday evening. And it made me think about this. You know, I have been online on anything you can even remotely call social media, a social media platform, since 1990. I had my first computer in 1982. But anything that you would call it. And over these years, these 30 years, I have definitely seen how trolls worsened. You know, we used to call them bashers back then, and all different kinds of things they called them over the years. And when I first heard trolls, I was like, what's that? I heard it on a dating website. I would not suggest that to anybody. And I thought it was more like troll. Trolling a line, trolling to try to pick up women or something, but no. You know, it just is the same thing as like what's been bashers. It's just people who come after anybody. But I've seen it, and it's progressed, and it's worsened over time. And these are, you got it, people who are rather narcissistic, histrionic, or wannabes. They want to be like the evil person, and or there's plenty of different ones. I can't say it's one size fits all. I never do. But also, these days of reality TV, the people, I really feel, this is how I see it, in my opinion, I have a right to it, remember. Just because I'm an independent doesn't mean that I don't have a right to my opinion. Or freedom of speech. But, yeah, these are the ones who watch a lot of reality TV, or try to, and they don't get enough, so they get on something, you know, wherever it is that they have, like, they can, videos. YouTube is not the only place you can see videos. Or they get in some group or something where they make reality TV out of it. And, you know, like videos, yeah, it can be. And they're getting a thrill. They're just getting this rush from people having, you know, the drama, people having problems, having clashes. And often it's that they follow the more popular one. They follow that. They you know, these are master manipulators, remember. And then they follow, and they attach themselves to that one, whether they think they're getting some kind of popularity themselves or whatever. So many things, so many it could be, and it can also be that they're just innocent. They're not naive. They're gullible. They've been fooled. So on. I don't like to blame any victim, but anyway. And then they wake up, and they go. That kind wakes up eventually, I think. Hopefully, I should say hopefully, and runs. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is only worsened over time, and I think that especially that the reality TV and all that they want to find more of it. So what came to my mind was if you're looking, I have done this. I've done videos about people who are this way to me that are actually online, and you know, like stealing my ideas. That's one. Yeah, stealing my persona, one of them, and so forth. But I can tell you, and I knew this, yeah, if you're doing it thinking that you're going to get some kind of acknowledgement about them, and that people will, you know, in droves would run away from them, no. Because that thrill, to me, this is how I see it, that thrill they get with the drama even, is so much more important to them, this type. Not the ones that are going to run away, but I think more of them, they want that thrill, that rush, okay? Each time they see, oh, a good juicy gossip and good juicy, you know, malicious gossip against this one, mean girl stuff. Many of them are mean girls. You know, they could be men too. I'm talking about adults and all this. That's just what some people call mean girls, mean boys, but they're adults. And it really is that thrill they get. So if you're a smaller channel, and I have seen this, not just with myself, but other ones. When you're a small channel and that big channel steals your ideas or does whatever they do to you, you're not going to get the sympathy, the empathy, the anything. You're going to be thought of, I mean, I'm not saying 100%, by the way, but you're going to often be thought of as, it's you who's the problem. And you're going to hear you have a lot of trolls, good chance for it, come in and say, you are the problem. You are the problem. And if, in my experience, I had one really big one of taking up for someone, whatever social media and others, say it's even someone who's gaining popularity, and you take up for that person for whatever reason or something associated to it, you're going to be attacked by the ones who want to keep that going on. They want to keep being able to express their hate. And it's truly, in my view, their inner hate, but they express it as everybody else is wrong. And if you're at all pretty much trying to take that away from them, that's how they would see it. That you're going to try to take away their fun, you're going to try to take away their thrill. Yeah, they're going to come after you and lash out at you and call you all kinds of stuff and do whatever they can. Some of them would even try to ruin whatever you have, get you kicked out of whatever, or, whatever social media it is, whatever kind, however they do it. Yeah, because that's taken away from their fun. That's taken away from their thrill. And these people who do this know that. And they will incite it. Yeah. Now, the person who's just having done to them, they're just trying to say, watch out. Be aware. This person isn't what they think that you think. Don't give them your money. And then, of course, that type will say, it's nobody's business about who wants to pay. That's their thing. BS. Total BS. They're being manipulated. And the more, I'm not telling anybody what to do. You're responsible for your own actions and inactions. Nobody's on the planet responsible for what you do, Of course, there could be exceptions, but no. Exceptions would be, I can't even think of them. I'm talking about adults here. Yeah, I can't see any exceptions. But, yeah. I don't know. I know I was going somewhere, but I think I said enough on that one, yeah, and this is what I've seen. And I think that it's become so common, seriously common, that they're still saying it's unusual. No, I think this histrionic stuff is very common these days. Think selfie people. They gotta be center of attention. Ooh, gotta be center of attention. Gotta stand out. Gotta be really loud, really obnoxious, cackle really loud, talk really loud, dress really loud, behave really loud. They have to stand out. They have to be center of attention. And if they can't themselves get on and make a video or live stream or write something, they will back the person who can, because they get a secondary status from it. Oh, let me be a moderator. And it's basically some kind of form of hero or heroine worship, or worship. They idolize people, and then they say that Christian. That I don't know. That truly bothers me. Yeah, and so does Annie, by the way. She's lashing out as she's taking it out on me, everything, and trying to ruin my life and trying to make things miserable for me, lying to people behind my back. I would have no clue. Doing the smear campaign, all these things, horrible things. But she's a Christian. That's not the way I've seen Christians. No. Yeah, I'm a Christian. I don't behave like that. I would never treat people like that and do stuff to ruin their lives. But yeah, these were the things on my mind, and I worry because most of what I see these days as social media platforms is filled with these types. It's just full of them. And those few of us who are not, now I could be wrong. Other people might see all who are not. I don't. I see very few. I do see them. It's not everybody, but I do see them. But they're kind of, in a way, almost silenced by the others. Yeah. Because these are decent people. These are people who think about other people. Like, they wear masks in a pandemic. They socially distance in a pandemic. They try, you know, to do whatever they need to help other people, whenever. Okay? But apparently that's not, like me, I'm boring. You know, I'm boring. And they want that excitement, that thrill, that, oh, you know, so much. And anybody who's just complaining about it, no, you're not going to give us what we want, that high. So, you see what I'm saying? Anyway, I think I've done enough. Like I said, I'm having issues, really bad issues, uploading, and, so, yeah, see, that's my little drama. You know, and see, that's not, I should say more about that in each video, about the histrionic behaviors. Oh my goodness. And then they would make it so theatrical. Just so, you know, like they're on stage with the dark makeup on. And believe me, a lot of bling. Yeah, then when they're young, they dress provocative. When they're older, they try to dress like they're really, and behave like they're really young. No, doesn't fit. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, I think I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.